Hello, everyone on the internet. This is Midnight Alley.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone on
everyone
the
on the internet.
internet.
Thanks, guys. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. Last episode, we started off with where we left on the cliffhanger before. Lucian had a letter. It was addressed to him from Andre, which is strange because Andre is dead. But the message told them that they needed to get their asses out of there immediately. That the children, the young offspring, were in danger, and that it needed to happen right away. A few moments later, as they're trying to get diapers and all of the other baby accoutrement together, there was an attack. There was a sniper from one hall, and as they were exiting, there was an attack from, I believe it was two Durgar. They fought them off in the hallway. Lucian, with the help of his dad, who appeared out of nowhere eventually, at the behest of Zazie, who he wasn't actually polite enough to answer before he showed up. They took out one of the snipers, and the rest of the party ran, escorting the younglings off towards the airship to get them out of the city immediately. The city guard showed up and gave them an escort out to the airship. Lucian stayed behind with his dad to get a scope on what was going on with this attack. It turned out that it was,
Much to his dismay, by the way, because he was trying to talk me out of it.
yeah,
But
Lucian's dad was trying to seemingly get Lucian to go with the family so that he could provide additional escort and be with his grandson. They checked out the body. Lucian found out a couple of interesting clues and then hustled off with the rest of the party. They go to the airship. They have some conversations, and Zazie gets a bit frustrated with the situation, feeling as though progress needs to be made immediately. Ready to kill.
Yes,
Ready to kill.
one man in particular.
Yeah. Kovanen and Lucian and Rose stay, and of course Zamra stay on the ship, kind of discussing what's next. And aha moment happens with Lucian, and he bolts off the ship to look into a clue that just occurred to him. And that's pretty much where everything ended. Does anybody have anything to add?
No, I mean the bulk of it was the fighting through the mechanics of the fight.
Yeah, lots of attacks, lots of dice rolled in a arbitrary non-map situation. Theater of the mind. We started working on that. Maps are underway. All right. Well, I'm gonna start off with Zazie. Actually,
Nice. I hoped you wouldn't do that because I forgot the exact reason why she stormed off.
well, maybe she's figuring that out in her head right now.
Or just admit that to everyone.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Hey, I'm okay
Well,
with it. I think it's good to admit things.
yeah, I can't have all of these random people on the internet idolizing me without them also realizing that I'm also a person, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
don't worry,
Zazie.
that won't ever be the case.
you, you guys, you just make me so happy. All right. Well, let me get the right music going. No one else cares but me, but I care. So, ooh, what do you mean?
How? What do you mean?
That's not the right one. All right, Zazie, you are where?
Um, probably storming down the docks towards the teleporter.
Cool.
She had taken Aurora to the baby room on the ship, left her there with Zamra, I'm pretty sure, and just stormed out. We're gonna go get stuff done. So I don't know when exactly uh, Lucian is like running through because if I remember correctly, that happened pretty much almost right after Zazie left. So I'm picturing like Zazie just walking down and then Lucian sprinting past her.
You're still on the gangplank, I would imagine.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you get caught up in Lucian's wake, or do you just let him blow by you?
She'll probably like yell after him like, "What the fuck?"
This will benefit you two. Come with me.
Oh, okay. And then she'll start running after him.
All right, Lucian, give us a little bit of a snapshot at where your head's at right now, or outwardly appearing so.
Frantically trying to get to either my father or or to the guards, whichever one comes first. That is what his face is screaming right now.
Okay, so as you're approaching the teleporter, there is definitely a retinue waiting there for you. A couple of guys.
Zazie will drop the link with Kovanen to link with Lucian.
So
It's just like a zing as their minds connect.
sweet.
She asks, "Hey, can you explain? I do trust you, but also like, do I need to be ready to fight?"
No, not yet, but we're soon. Don't worry. Just follow along.
Okay, so you're walking
Yes,
along
sir.
the carved obsidian landscape. Wind's blowing in the distance. You can still see some people setting up. There are large, tents made out of animal skins, and people it looks like they're probably rehearsing for the performances of the games as they they're still coming up. Obviously, they've been
Twirling flags and shit.
yeah, twirling fire, twirling fire. People
Well, flags, fire,
flaming flags, fire flags. So the man that seems to be in charge of your retinue sees you coming and stands at attention, and the other two guys also, pull their shoulders back and stand at attention, drop the butts of their spears, make eye contact, and wait.
None of them are in charge, right?
No, they are just a guard detail that has been left to escort you, and you would be aware of this. It's kind of customary.
Oh,
A little bit more than an honor guard, but pretty much an honor guard.
okay. So I think of blowing past them, and then think about, they're here to escort. That means that they might have access to fast things. I take a few steps past them, and then stop, and then turn around, say, all right, my father, how long ago was he here, and where could he be now?
Well, your father went back in the city. He could be anywhere by now. It's been a few minutes, but probably on his way back to his rooms. Should I?
All right. And your God, what is that guard's stupid ass name?
Citration? Centration.
Centurion?
Centration. And,
Race. We're going to call him Race.
And Race.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
It's cool.
And Race, where is he?
Believe Race is probably back at the headquarters.
All right, take me there. and her as well.
He nods. So he walks you through the gates. The other two fall in tow behind you guys, and so you guys, you teleport. You come out right on top of the teleportation station, on the rooftop of the Cathalis military barracks, which is the home of the constables and the standing military that you guys have. And he walks you down into the main corridor, and then down past the hoverboard office. The basically the quartermaster's office where they keep all their weapons and shit like that. But you guys were checking it out last time to look at the hoverboards, and to the main office at the end of what's essentially the bullpen, but there's no tables or anything like that. It's just like an open, office where there's a couple of guys on security detail, and he raps on the door. A couple minutes later, the door opens. Race pokes his head out. Oh, Maester Lucian, can he help you?
Yes, I have. I think I have a lead. Shall we inside?
He looks at Zazie and then back at you.
No, she's
Ozzy
fine.
shrugs.
All right, come on in. Opens the door, lets you guys in. It's a pretty Spartan office. He doesn't really have a desk or anything. It's just kind of, almost like a bedroom. There's a cot in the corner, and there's like a small nook to one side where it looks like he probably uses it as a desk. He sits down on the carpet. There's like a small, low table in the center of the room, surrounded by pillows and a couple of rugs.
Okay. All right. So Lucian, like sits, but does that thing where he starts like bouncing his knee, but looking at Zazie, like waiting for her to sit down too.
Yeah, she'll sit.
Yeah, cool. And as soon as she sits, like he bounces back up to his feet, like he just can't sit still. And he's like starts pacing back and forth, and then he finally says, "All right, I got it. I just figured out it. Okay, the body that was in the or I should say the sniper. Okay." The sniper had no fingerprints, no like foot or toe prints. Okay, that means that if they are working together, that's what we look for. Look for people like anywhere that anyone that is searched. The first thing that we need to be looking for is fingerprints and footprints. That's it. Because if my thoughts are correct, then anyone who would be working for someone that is trying to kill us or my my child, and like I kind of like glance over at Zazie, like like at the
Yeah.
idea of my child, and then
She had her eyebrow raised.
yeah, and then
Kind of like a warning.
yeah, and anyone trying to kill my companions or my child would have that same idea. If you're going to be an assassin, the best thing that you're going to have to do, of course, is to wipe any possibility of being found. Am I right? Exactly. So, what you're going to want to do is, of course, remove any markings. We don't have. We all of us. Hopefully, do you have markings? I don't know yet. Anyway, all of us should have fingerprints, footprints. Those who don't are working with him.
He nods his head.
That's a good thought. I don't think that's going to find Veer, but it will find people working with him that have like specifically gone undercover in like in here.
Via? He looks at the two of you.
The guy who's trying to kill us.
All right. I'm sorry. I forgot your name there. He reaches out to
Savi.
shake your hand.
She'll shake it as well.
All right.
And then quickly flip it over and look and see if he has fingerprints.
roll investigation.
With help, I was looking too. I ran over.
You like grab him by the wrist, his like hands out, and he's like staring.
15. Wait. No, I don't have advantage on this. That's a 13.
No, you have help. I'm helping. I'm giving you the
Oh,
help.
never mind.
Yeah, Lucian walks over and grabs his wrist also. He's just like looking at the two of you guys. What are you doing? Why are you looking at my wrist like
I
that?
was checking your fingerprints.
Oh. And you see he clearly has normal hand markings. You know, his palms are a bit rough, you know, probably worn from you know. But well, never mind. That came out wrong. From being a soldier. Duh. Anyway, yeah, pretty normal shit. Nothing strange to report here. Can I have my hand back, please?
Yes, you may.
All right,
She'll
great.
Yeah.
release it and act like she did nothing wrong.
He gives you an appraising look for a moment. He looks at Lucian. Well, I mean, I have my duties a bit tied up for a bit. We do have an auction coming up. You know, Zomra's family was here, and they were meeting with your father and some other local dignitaries, and they were going to have a bit of an auction.
That's perfect. Okay. I have
Wait.
one request.
Wait, what are they auctioning?
I believe it's something to do with energy rights. A bit over my head. Something.
Damn it. Okay.
Why? What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, if it was like an auction of items,
I mean, there of
I
course
would-
will be heirlooms and other things like that, but that's more of like a what's the word for it? Formality? No, that's not right. Kind of like formalities. It's like when you do things as entertainment. I don't know. Anyway,
entertainment?
well, yeah, it's part of entertainment with it. But you know, of course, afterwards there was going to be more of a.
Lucian
Go ahead.
is like, no. Lucian is like standing there, like he, like as Race is talking, like he's kind of like deep and heavy thought, like listening to everything that he's saying.
Right. So
Because
they were coming here before, you know, your mother-in-law and some other, like I said, other dignitaries from Zil, and something to do with, you know, the energy conference that was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, whatever. And I wasn't there for that, but I remember when, you know, you guys were going over there. Apparently there were some deposits of energy found, and well, Solargo is trying to buy up the, what is it, elemental binding technologies that we have, because technically they're the only ones in Corvair that broker that sort of information. And, you know, of course, the
hold
solar...
on. Wait. So how long has this excuse me. How long has this auction been planned for?
I'm not sure. I heard about it maybe a week ago, something like that. But I'm more of on a need-to-know kind of basis.
How many people knew about it?
I don't know, your father and your uncle, and maybe a couple other people. I
Maybe
have-
people who would have been directly around him for some time?
I assume so. I don't
I
go to those
like where your
meetings.
thoughts are going.
All right. So, and this energy that was found, where in Cover?
These are question. I mean, your uncle is kind of hitting this thing up. It has something to do with his son, and all that happened before he died. So, I mean, like I said, it's a bit over my head. You know, he just kind of
but
shrugs
you're-
and throws his hands up.
Lucian, we can go
You're-
follow that thread in a minute. Race,
You're answering all the questions correctly. Just know that.
Race, I need help spreading a rumor. Okay? And it's going to
You want me to spread the rumor?
ideal.
Mm.
No, but I don't know who else to bring this to. I assume that you would know something about it. I don't know, maybe private intelligence spy network for the Catholicis? And she looks at Lucian.
I'm a military. I mean,
but-
it's a different department.
Well, the
So-
point is, I assume that you know of the people who could help me do this. Anyways, I need a very specific rumor spread about that ideally will draw out the guy who's trying to kill us. And from there, we can capture him and kill him. I get to kill him.
He just holds up a finger, and he looks out, and he stands up and he walks to the door and he looks out in the hallway. Hey, how about you two? Can you go stand outside and make sure nobody comes in here for like the next 5 to 10 minutes? You hear some movement out in the hall, and he shuts the door. These kind of things a bit over my head. I mean, this is more of a Thalandor type thing. He's really more of the information type guy. And, I mean, from what I can tell, I mean, not to pry, Lucian, but it seems like the two of you aren't getting along very well right now. Not that you ever did, but it seems like it's worse than ever.
Yeah. One has to wonder if he's in the know. I mean, it is his expedition that went south.
Well, I mean, it was Carlisle's, but of course he was working under your father and, of course, your uncle. But,
How competent would you guys say that Thalandor is?
oh, quite, very.
Okay.
It's probably
Then
why
it's more unlikely that there would be somebody manipulating the strings behind his back.
I'm gonna roll an insight dice for him. After all these conversations, it does occur to me that well, assassins that are wearing our colors, snipers, well, that's intelligence, right? That's not really infantry, if you know what I mean. That's sort of
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm not putting anything down. I'm just saying that sort of military action behavior doesn't really fall under my purview, if that makes sense.
Right.
And who would you say generally is in charge of all of that?
I mentioned it before. I don't think I need to repeat myself.
Okay.
Thalandor.
Lucian, you're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud.
And
You're supposed to get like subtle confirmation about it,
I think this
so
is
he can have plausible deniability.
I think this is the part where I am going to remove myself from the situation. Spreading rumors, that sort of thing, could get me in a bit of trouble, and it is definitely out of my jurisdiction. With that said, if you guys need an additional security detail or access to any of the munitions or the armory in general, I can give you full access. But I cannot do anything with any of the stuff we just discussed, and would love it if we could just remove me from future conversations like this.
Remove you from what exactly?
Exactly. So, it was a pleasure meeting with the two of you, and,
Zazie,
Mm-hmm.
would you care for some tea? Maybe you and I can sit in my study, and I can ask one of my one of my servants to come and tend to us, and we can talk a bit more about
Sure. And
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 through the
in
mind
Lucian's,
link.
yeah.
Through the mind link, I say, the servants are the ones that you want to spread rumors.
I see. I see. Thank you very much. And then
All
she'll say
right.
out loud, "Yes, some tea sounds wonderful right now. Thank you very much for the offer, Lucian."
All right. Rice, thank you for your help.
pleasure.
Um,
Zazie
and,
Ashti, pleasure to meet you again.
Just
I'll-
saucy.
My fault. I'll walk you two out.
thank you.
Thank you.
He opens the door and walks you guys out. He signals the two guys to come inside, and walks you out into the hallway. All right. Like I said, I'll send an additional security detail so that somebody's with you at all times. If you need any access to the armory or any of our other, I don't know, anything, just let me know.
Oh,
Anything?
in that case, there's something I might want to drop in, like a secure vault. If
That's once again more of Thielendor's area.
damn it,
But when you say anything, like, maybe if perhaps I wanted a faster way to travel around the city.
I could call you a rickshaw or a pelican.
he's not gonna go for it, Lucian.
I was thinking something more, personal.
I mean,
Something I could possibly ride on and.
all right. I think you get what you're saying here. If I'm gonna regret this. If you can get one of the Sulatar to give you a bit of a rundown, perhaps you can use one of the boards.
Rundown. I've flown one before.
Right. If I remember,
Hold
that was a pretty unsuccessful endeavor, and that was why your father told me to never let you use one again. And that was like a decade ago, maybe 2 decades ago.
I mean,
Zazie will speak into Lucian's mind. Could this potentially be another way to spread rumor? Talk a bit too loudly around the Sulatar as you're learning the board.
no. If you want information,
Damn it, Lucian! I'm trying to make you be safe.
if you want information spread quickly, the servants are the way to go. The guards are not going to do what we ask. So, all right. I mean, listen. That was a very, very small-ish fire. Only 4 houses were burned down. But
And no one died,
Um,
so it's, I mean, that's why I'm even considering. Listen, meet with me here tomorrow, and we'll discuss it further. And I'll assign someone with you to help. Deal?
all right. Deal. Absolutely. All right. Dozzy, let's.
Yes.
All right. Tea. Do you have anything in mind? I don't know.
All right.
mm,
And I'm going to roll over to the ship.
Yep.
Would you guys still be on the ship 10 minutes later? 20 minutes later?
Rose probably would be.
Kovanen?
Well, not that he would have been idle the entire 20 minutes, of course. So of course, there's probably an awkward few moments, like, you know, what was that? What just happened? What now?
Zazi's probably off to investigate. She's the smart one here. Certainly not me.
I didn't even know she was investigating. I just realized she wasn't in here with us.
I think we were both distracted by Lucian just jetting off. So,
Kavanen is thinking. He closes his eyes and shakes his head. No, I can't even speak to her right now.
hopefully that means she's linked up with Lucian and they're doing whatever they need to do. How are you holding up?
I could hope.
You've had
I'm fine. I'm quite distracted, luckily. Otherwise, I'd be, I don't know, despairing about something.
Alright.
I'm starting to think about it again, and so I'm going to get up, slaps the table. I'm going to do a lap around the ship, and then find someone that I need to speak to. Are you all right?
I mean, poison's no freaking joke. But
Oh,
I'll be
I know.
good.
All right, all right. Well, I have no
So-
plans to leave the ship until everything's, you know, back together and we know what's happening. So I'll
Yeah.
be here, just not right here. Here,
I think I can find you if I need you.
probably. All right. So he gets up. He will leave the conference room to go find Guitar.
Okay. Where do you go?
The typical place, which is meditating on the
Yeah.
top bunk or whatever bunk on in the bunk room.
She is not there.
Damn it!
Sorry, the representation of these people. Actually, none of those people are there. But their tokens.
Is-
Their tokens are still there. DM layer.
Sure.
There we go. GM layer.
Is anyone in there?
Maybe Sprocket. Maybe not.
Well, he'd be looking for a crewman.
He's there
or
if you want him to
paratrooper.
be.
Someone who looks like they might know something.
Oh, on the deck, there is certainly the boarding officer on the deck.
You've got the
who
two
wrote-
smartest people in all three parties.
But are they the
and-
wisest?
Definitely not.
The boarding
They're probably
boarding
actually
officer. He
sitting
welcomed us
together
on board.
arguing.
He
Yeah, he's definitely there.
great. I will approach him. Good evening, sir. I hope you're well. I'm wondering if Miss Guitarra has left the ship by chance.
That's a great question. I believe I saw her in the rooms. I don't know. And in a couple hours ago or so. Not that long. Is she not in there?
All right. No, she could just be elsewhere. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to scour the entire city, so I thought I'd ask you if she has left.
I can go in there and check. Oh, freaking wrong accent. I could go in there and check for you if you like.
I'm just going to search the ship next. I just wanted to make sure she didn't leave the ship.
I didn't see her go anywhere. She could be here. He looks around, peeks down the the little hatch. Sorry, she kind of does her own thing, but I'd say about 90% of the time she's just sitting on that top bunk in the rooms back in there.
I know. All right. Well, thank you. Spins around, walk up the steps, up into the bridge, I reckon. Called.
Yeah, so you spend however long it takes for you to realize, you talk to the crew, everybody's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw her, but she's nowhere to be found on the ship.
Alrighty then. Down in the cargo.
Yeah, it's just the interesting looking gentleman of indeterminate green skin descent. The medical officer. Once again, they both feel like they saw her, last time they were in the rooms. But haven't seen her since. The two of these guys. Go ahead.
Did she just cast invisibility on herself to avoid talking to Kavanen?
You don't know. Kavanen,
Well-
roll an investigation for me real quick.
Sure. In the meantime, he thanks the two of them down there for their help, apologizes for never taking any more time to try getting to know them. Things are busy, he's always under the threat of constant death. You never know what's going to come around the corner next. And then he, go about his way.
They nod understandingly and go back about their business of, being the ship's engineer and medical officer.
Having a normal life instead of whatever the fuck we have.
Yeah, pretty much.
7.
Yeah,
At
7.
the end of his 7 investigation, I think he might find himself back up on the deck again.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like she's here. No evidence of where she went at all.
Perhaps she is a cat hiding somewhere. Kavanen will cast Detect Magic. He's getting frustrated. He doesn't know what else to do. And he'll just, one last lap. In case there's a person-shaped aura.
Yeah,
These kind of
no.
things on his mind.
Yeah,
These kind
there's
of things on his mind because he fought those Duragar or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say that you definitely see a lot of magical workings going on. You get a really strong resonance off the crystals that hold the ship aloft. They're like the weird blue, purplish, glowing crystals that are kind of always emanating a weird resonant magic. And the rooms, yeah, nobody. There's no. That's the weirdest magic you're picking up, but everything else seems pretty normal.
He sits down on the deck.
Rose,
Sits down.
plop. What are you up to? You see Kovanen poke his head in like 3 times. Look around. He asks you if you've seen Gatera. You obviously haven't.
Mad. Like the third time he pokes his head in, Rose just kind of sighs and mutters something under her breath about professors and teachers and the trouble they cause. And then kind of gets up to go stand on deck to kind of keep a soft watch, essentially. She's got nothing better to do. Zamra is watching the kids. Rose is trying not to hover.
Yeah. So, what do you do then? You just kind of go up to the deck?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of just watch the city. Like,
Zamra will give you a little bit of a hug. And she'll walk up with you, actually, after she kind of tucks the kids in and looks back twice, 3 times, shuts the door, locks it, follows you 2 up to the deck. It's just, the 3 of you guys and the boarding masters, kind of looking around and doing some rounds and,
well, if Zamra followed, I'm guessing he the prize security of dangers, right?
I let them know it's gonna be dangerous for us when we go up there. She nods to the
Like
boarding master,
situation.
and he walks over to you guys. All right, gotta start betting up the hitches. If you guys want to get out of here, that'd be great. Make your goodbyes. It was good to see you. Look forward to our next flight together.
Well, where are you heading?
Up. Right? He looks at Zamra.
Right.
That's what we need to do now. We need to go up, and I think it's going to be a while before we come back. And I just keep going into this weird mixture of Australian accent and Zamra's accent, and I just can't stop doing it. So she reaches down and gives Kovanen a hug from behind.
Oh, I was thinking.
Alright, we still have at least 2 people off the ship. And
Oh, I
Tara is a
didn't-
possible
is,
third.
is it a meeting? What did I miss? All 3 of you are here.
You get lost in thought.
Yes. I was
Zamra's
thinking-
about to head up top. We probably want to be back on deck.
That usually means up on deck, like we are right now. Right? Up top.
Oh, in this case, I mean above the surface. Just about to take flight.
The ship's going to fly. Right. Okay.
We're just going to
So
take
we
off for a
need to
while.
find somewhere.
So, if
Yes, that was the plan. That was the plan.
right, tell Lucian I love him, and keep us in the loop on things. If you could send us a message every day, that would be really great. Because I think, I don't know, I'm just scared. That's all. She seems like out of sorts. You don't need to roll a 10 and a 10 plus insight even to pick up on how upset she seems. And she's kind of lost her military bearing almost entirely.
We're not going to be very far away. Alright,
We
so
are
it's going
just
to
a
be
surface call.
just going to be just right down here.
Okay.
And you do have the rest of our crew. I know Yulia's not going anywhere. She's loyal to you and Lucian more than anything.
She just kind of walks up to Rose and just hugs her and grabs her hands and just kind of like presses her forehead against your forehead and hugs
Rose
you
will hug her back.
hugs you
definitely.
again, and it's just like
Hey.
like a single tear just kind of starts working its way out of her eye, and she's just like kind of holds her hand to her chest and does like the little hand thing where you like shake your hands out like there's just too much emotion welling up, and rubs her face and kind of steps back. Whew. All right, I think
Take a breath.
I'm just worried because Lucian is just such a fucking idiot sometimes.
No, he's got me. He'll be fine. His father specifically asked me to make sure he behaved. And I've let him completely out of my line of sight.
Well, if anything happens to him, I'm going to kill you then. So, just be prepared for that. Don't come back without him, or if you do, I'll just kill you.
If I would let anything happen to Lucian, I might not be able to live with myself, so you might not even have the opportunity.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right.
You're not sure who the target is.
No, you're right. You're right. It's just scary because I just haven't been away from him this long, and I don't know how long it's going to be. And the rest of you, I love you guys, and it's just kind of scary because, we've been together only for a couple of weeks now.
About a month and a half since y'all got back, I think.
Yeah.
Feels like both shorter and longer.
All right,
It's been crazy.
go. Just go. I just rip it off.
Mm-hmm.
Rip it off. I'll see
Alright,
you.
bye. Gather
Oh.
my things. Bannon walks away.
She
If
walks
you
you
don't
guys.
leave, we never will.
She walks you guys to the gangplank, and kind of like grabs you each by the shoulder, and hugs each of you again as you're walking off.
Yes.
Please take care of yourself and those two.
Oh, I will.
The ones need you.
We've got a good crew here, and your friends, well, our friends. I guess I probably should get to know them a little better now.
Take this as an opportunity.
It's crazy to believe that we're still technically students.
No,
Oh,
y'all might be. I think my student days are done with
No.
Grimvor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still technically a prefect.
I'm sure they would have fired you long ago.
She just
Yes.
shakes her head and pushes you like, gives you actually like a decent shove down the plank, and then realizes it doesn't matter because you just like cling to everything.
Oh no! And then I'm fine.
You do like the Michael Jackson move, dent. You like lean forward at like a 45-degree angle, then pop back up.
Okay, bye. We're leaving. If not, we won't. Bye bye. He leaves. He walks away.
Yeah, Rose will give Zamra one last hug
End the scene.
and then walk
We'll never
down
end.
herself.
The boarding officer
Oh,
starts
Giovanni.
pulling up the plank. Safe travels.
Hey, you too.
If Zamra, if Gitara makes an appearance on the ship, I do so desperately want to speak with her.
I'll let her know. I
Please let her know.
feel like I saw it just a couple of hours ago, so.
I know. So did I. Everyone said that. Anyway, bye bye.
And the ship actually starts going aloft, and yeah, she's waving, the boarding master's waving, and the ring, well, never mind, there's no ring. This thing flies by those weird stones. I forgot about that. And then it just takes off.
All right. Well, that's that.
Like,
It's nice knowing them.
leaving her alone, but fine.
I hope they have a good life.
Hopefully within like we're not going anywhere ourselves.
We're going to stumble into one of Via's hidden closets. We're going to wind up in Kaiba. And I'm going to pop back up in Fairhaven.
Oh. Man, that... Yeah, there's a lot of questions I have about everything right now.
Who doesn't? Let's, I don't know, I guess we'll just go to our rooms. I don't know where they are. But I'll bet that we just happened across them.
We probably will.
So where do you guys go?
To the teleporter. Hoping that at least one of the guards recognizes at least one of them.
Yep. And there, when you guys get there, even from the edge of the wharf, you can see that there are about 3 guys standing there. And you walk up, and they salute you. How do these drow salute, Lucian?
What they do is they click their heels together and
Oof.
stick their hand out in a 45-degree. No, I'm just joking. It's terrible.
He's Puerto Rican, guys. It's okay.
No, it's like they like take their like spear and just like kind of like doom doom, and then like take their fist and put it over their heart and like bow.
Nice. I like it. Still a little bit of the tribal influence hanging on there, even though they're a little bit more militant. All right.
I stole it. That's not mine.
Nice.
That's shout out to what's that fucking vampire fucking book that I'm suddenly like really obsessed with?
Oof, vampire books. So hot now. Vampires
Bram
coming back.
Stoker's Dracula.
No. The House of Night.
They're hot if you're a 40-year-old woman.
So,
House of Night.
all right. He escorts you back to the rooms where Master Lucian is waiting for you. And I think we might, do the bio break about 20 minutes early today, because it seems like a good point for us to kind of
Sure.
break the segment. Come back in about 10 minutes. Man.
Wait, hold up. What? What'd you say?
10
Where
minutes
is Master Lucian waiting for them?
in his rooms.
Where he is waiting for them.
Interesting. Very interesting. I hate you.
Presupposing, I suppose, that Lucian did in fact go to his room.
I said where I went. I see what you did there.
Okay, well, bio break.
Bio break. So I made marinated skirt steak for dinner. I'm gonna go get some of that.
Haha. Marinated skirt steak.
Oh, marinated
just-
skirt steak. Ooh, wow, that's really not okay. I mean, it's okay, but it's yeah. You know what I mean? Zaz, you're a perv.
I am. Thank you for noticing.
Mm-hmm. Proud,
I
proud
really
of you.
wish. I really wish that somebody would have walked in on Marin and Sprocket again. We were planning the most dumbest shit. Like,
What, were
I
you two
love
like
them.
texting each other or something? With something stupid you're gonna do?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man,
We
because
should have a
Sprocket.
cut-
I'm sad I
We should
missed
have a
out on
cut
that.
back to Zamra trying to befriend them, and they're
Oh, yeah.
pulling her into the debate.
I'm all for it. I'll ask the rest of the group. I don't know if we want to get lost in that, but I'm really kind of excited
Listen,
now.
There's a lot of serious shit going on right now. There's a
Give
lot
a
of
break.
serious shit going on right now. I think we can use
A little comic relief.
the comic relief. Yeah.
Yeah, like Lucian says, "Oh, they'll be safe. They're up in the airship. They're well protected." Hard cut to Zamra, Marin, and Sprocket debating the dumbest shit.
Well,
I
make
just
sure you
want
guys
to
are
know
ready, okay?
That I was forced. I was forced to Google, like Marin's side of the argument. So
Because it's a good side of the argument. And also, science. Science.
All right, I'm gonna go eat Marin's skirt steak now.
Bro.
You're-
What in the hell?
You're the one. You made it up. I'm gonna
Why
go.
would you do that to my girl?
I'm gonna go eat
What
marinated
did we do
skirt
to
steak.
Zazie this time?
Nothing. I said I made
Oh.
marinated skirt steak, and I'm gonna go eat some of it, and then
Marinated
Uh,
skirt steak.
yeah, there we go. There you go. I'm gonna. Never mind. I'll be back.
Go get your food. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna shake my head at Zazie or Ash, one of the two.
It was very funny, and you know it. You're just upset
Yeah.
that you didn't come up with it.
Not quite that bad, but
More like
Yeah, give
disappointed
me
that
credit.
you did come up with it.
Look, I have to take every opportunity I see because I don't see many opportunities. I'm not good at the funny haha joke make.
Cass made chili mac for dinner, and it is damn tasty.
That sounds delicious. Too bad it's not made by an army cook. Cause that's when chili mac is the best. Do 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 do. Well, at least when you're like outdoors for 3 days. And that's what they're serving. What I feel like I'm gonna have to take notes. It's fucking up.
It's so hard to not dip into my trip snacks early.
There are some fun
I have
ones out
Puerto
there.
Rican candy.
Because I have like
Sounds good.
4 bottles of cherry Coke out there that I was supposed to be saving for the trip.
When do you leave?
Tomorrow.
Oh. Oh
Fun.
shit. Okay.
So
okay.
save them for tomorrow. Speaking of flavored sodas, however, did y'all see that they put out a coconut Dr. Pepper?
No.
I
What?
care not for soda, for I am a grown adult, and I drink only crisp, clean water.
Sounds boring.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that sounds
Dr. Pepper
boring.
is literally the best out of
It's
Coke and
also a
Pepsi.
lie.
Your face is a lie.
I mean,
No, no,
considering
he's
we
saying
never
I
that
bet
see
you're
his
not even a
face.
waffle in real life.
What is a lie is that I do not drink only crisp, clean water.
Sometimes it's tea.
But mostly it's beer.
I mean, that's fair. Beer is tasty too.
I mean, technically, if you really think about it, beer
It's
is
mostly
water.
water. Let's be real.
Technically, beer is tea.
There you go.
Mm.
Photographic proof. Creamy coconut Dr. Pepper exists.
Oh my god.
Eh,
I
beer's
would
better.
be
Beer's better
willing
for
to
you than
try
soda.
that.
Hey, Mouse. So, I've already asked my boo if she's got access to that there Big Red. She don't.
Big Red? God.
Oh,
I hate
you like Big Red?
Big Red
Big
is
Red
so good.
good. It is good.
It's better than
out of
Big
a
Blue.
fountain. It's also better out of a fountain than a bottle. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I've never
We
had it out of
we had Big Red in the fountain at Sonic when I worked there
Wait,
during
Big
my
Red. What are you what are you calling Big Red? Isn't Big Red cinnamon gum?
Mm-mm,
No, it's a soda. Anyways,
It's a
we
cream
had it
soda
on
with cherry
on
cream.
the fountain when I worked at Subway for a summer, and I literally saw only one person order it ever. Ever.
Even the
I would
water
have come
label
in
looks
there
like it's
every day.
dollar store
and-
shit.
Nah, yeah, it's pretty dollar store shit, but it's so good.
Just like looking at the label, you can tell, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's akin to like Fago.
I don't know.
Hot take, maybe not hot take, lukewarm take. The best thing about Sonic is the ice.
How did you go from Sonic to Subway back to Sonic? What is going on?
I worked at Sonic. I don't know why I said Subway. Did I say Subway? I meant to say
You did.
Sonic. Apologies.
You
It
said
was always
the
Sonic.
first time, and then you said Subway the second time. Then you actually
Apologies. I meant
Yeah.
Sonic.
So Mouse. To finish my thought. Like, what's the likelihood that I don't know?
you can mail him some big.
I mean, if I can figure out how to ship it,
Oh God, it's
In a
gonna
maybe-
box.
explode.
Maybe like some I don't know, like some Big Red and
Just put it this way
you
up,
know.
and it'll make sure it doesn't get flipped around and shaken up too bad.
yeah, and put fragile, so that they know it's French. But some like maybe some like corner store. I mean not corner store, fucking Stripes, like beef jerky and shit. I mean,
well, then I
What
can
if
see
you
I
just
can do.
drive down to Texas?
cause I'm wanted in Texas.
Yeah.
That's your problem, dude.
I can't go to Texas yet.
Ow.
I can't be saying that on like fucking on air. I just realized I said that live on the internet.
It's a joke, people. That's all it is.
Texas government en route to Steve's house right now.
Texas government fucking listening to listening to a D&D podcast that like literally nobody else listens to except like my girlfriend and your wife. Like but even fucking
That's about to
even
change.
Ash's friend stopped listening about like forever ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Cause I love those guys, but I can talk some shit on them. I know things.
Hey. Spill the tea. I like
No,
tea.
not on air. No tea on air.
After the session.
After session.
And then we'll fucking spill the tea everywhere.
Hey,
Why do I get the feeling that I need to like check YouTube comments?
It's
to,
gonna be like the
if
Boston fucking Tea Party.
to see if my girlfriend said anything about like her being the only one watching.
I'm the only one that she didn't comment because she's not listening.
Every time, like I thumbs up the video every time, and every time they only ever have one thumbs up.
He said,
I
"God,
just went
hate
and thumbed it up.
Yeah, I
thank you
mean,
for reminding me that exists. I keep forgetting the thumbs up exists. Legit.
yeah,
Algorithm.
This will
yeah,
probably
no,
be like the second episode that I actually thumbs up. By the way,
I do it sometimes too. You know, the algorithm really is fucking nuts. Like, there's people out there that have like bots and shit. You know, honestly, I've actually started listening to a show that's a lot like ours, and it's just kind of like people chilling and playing. I was like, you know what, this is fine. You know, it's cool. So, yeah, whatever. Anywho, we're all back.
all back.
I ate an entire jar of applesauce during our break.
Damn.
What are
How
they
big of a
listening to?
jar?
Do you
Wait,
drink
what are
it?
they listening to? What is going on
They're
about
the-
Boston Tea Party? I'm so confused. What is the conversation going on in
Our
chat?
viewership just went
I'm
up.
not gonna get up to go get the. I'm gonna get up to go get the bottle out of the trash can jar.
Hold on.
excuse
I
me,
believe
trash
still
you.
need
can.
to know. Okay. But I
I'm-
need to
I
know how
don't
big
know
it
the
was.
number of ounces. I'll post a picture when we're done. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So impatient.
I want to see it now. Was it Mott's? Ew. Let's see. Yeah, I made the Boston Tea Party joke. I said we're gonna spill so much tea, it's gonna be like the Boston motherfucking Tea Party up in here, motherfuckers.
Oh, I was distracted with other things.
Uh huh.
Funnier.
Cool. Well, I mean, it's always funnier if you're involved because you're just such a funny guy.
Of course.
You know.
If you're
You're like a
fucking
fucking comedian. You're like a celebrity comedian. We're so lucky to have you here. Yeah, you and your
So we
sidekick.
take more time out of the session to kiss his feet.
Sarcasm was too pedestrian for you, Bo.
Yeah. I didn't say pedestrian. Okay.
Your words.
Yeah, you're right. I did. I don't. You're right. I don't feel like sarcasm is pedestrian. I was being resentful. There was a little resentment coming out there about people that are sarcastic. I don't really think it's pedestrian. It's cheap. It's definitely cheap, but it works. You know. Sarcasm is like a
Pedestrian, Mr. Fucking highbrow humor over here.
yeah, terrible puns. Yeah, fucking. If I was a Disney character, I'd be Rapunzel. Get it? All right.
No.
Moving on. So you guys are back in Lucien's rooms, which, in case you didn't notice, is on the map now. Huh?
Ooh, we're looking at the ship map, huh?
You guys are. Hold on. My bad. In case you guys didn't notice, it's on the map now. See?
Looking at the legend number 2. Oh, I found it.
Yeah. I did that.
Oh, yeah.
I made that happen.
The number bubbles are effective. I should use those more often.
Yeah. So, you guys enter Lucien's rooms. Lucien and Zazie are already in there. What, did you guys want to open up with the other segment? Are we going back there first?
No. I
Okay.
just was confused because I said that we were going to my sitting room, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Yeah, you got," and I thought that like they were about to like talk to like imposter Lucien or something.
Oh,
and
no,
then
it's
I was
nothing like that. It's
"Two
just
people
like
there."
your
I was ready
homeboy.
to play it straight because I thought the same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna know it's Lucien. I'm gonna commit to the bit. He's gonna be.
I was
using
assuming
the
that
script.
Lucien's suite is part of the
Rooms.
larger subset of his rooms.
Yeah, rooms.
The room.
Rooms. Lucien's
We're
rooms.
just in the room. In the room.
Rooms.
Let's go.
Plural. You know,
Alright.
rooms.
Heard.
Yes.
Thank you. And as you enter, the sitting room is the first room of Lucian's rooms.
Dope.
Cue Zazie and Lucian.
Fuck. What were we? Oh yeah. Okay. So there is the same. Oh no. The servant that attacked Rose. Would that have been the same servant that was like in the room with me and Kovanen, like during the off time?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
so.
that servant died.
They're dead.
And-
They're dead. Um,
Damn, I was hoping not. She was cool. All right.
you
so a
guys fought
different
her and
servant,
killed
I
her.
guess.
What do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, I know.
What
But
was-
well, I didn't like. Okay, what I meant was the servant, like from our like off time conversation where me and Kovanen were like just in the room like having a heart to heart, sitting at the chairs.
Text RP?
Yeah. Yeah, during our text RP, if that was the same servant, and then you turned her on us because she was cool. You're an asshole. So, okay, so then so she's dead. Poor her. So we have a different servant, and there is one there who is like. She's like pouring us tea and like kind of standing off to the side. But me and Zazie talking about everything, nothing, leaving no stone unturned. And go.
Well, honestly, I don't even know if the book is still intact. I mean, I would hope so. It's a book with incredibly powerful esoteric knowledge. But it got put in my bag, and I put the shard in there, and that fucked it up. And I've been scared to take it out in case it gets more fucked up. I really hope that it's not fucked up.
Speaking of books, and I just thought about this. What should we do this one? And Lucian takes out the 7 cryptical books of Hassan.
Where did you get that?
I've just kind of been holding it for a while.
Hold on.
I was like
Can
reading it for.
Can I read it?
I would. Yeah, I mean.
Amazing.
I don't-
Okay.
Really remember it being like terrible. Like I open it from time to time and just kind of skim through.
Yeah. Well, I'll still ask Rose to do the same protection ritual before I read it. Probably do it in a couple of days. Maybe tomorrow night. Depending on, how our schedule works out. Who knows? Maybe I'll take out the Hennicotic manuscripts of Zoriat and read some more of that while
What's
I'm
going
at
on?
it. Look, man, Zazie has a -1 to charisma.
They're just having a conversation, man.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation.
It's not like there's a real person in the room.
So like the other day, I found.
Oh, I get it.
a piece of
You
paper.
guys are saying all this in front of them on purpose. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh
it does.
God,
But-
I'm slow on the uptake.
But- But no, I also like for you, DM. Like I found the other day, like a little piece of paper that I completely forgot about for the longest. That said that I have the 7 cryptical books of Hassan, and like just for like like I've just had it this whole time and never thought about it.
Man, this is
again
horrible.
until just now.
This is bad. This is so bad. Oh God. All right, continue.
You know, it's going to be such a shame that most of the guards will be, you know, busy with various things. I would really like some extra protection for the room while I'm doing, you know, the whole reading of arcane esoteric knowledge books.
Let me get a deception roll from both of you guys as you're like, yeah, you
We're
know,
not deceiving
Can
anyone,
I
we're just
instead,
talking.
whatever check you want, instead of me rolling an extra check, can I just help Lucien on all of his checks?
okay.
Just
That-
like
that-
assume that I'm using the help action for any of
Yeah,
anything.
that I can get along with that. And Lucian, I say you're rolling deception because you know this person's in the room, and you guys are actively trying to put deceptive information out into the universe. You know, you guys are being deceptive. You may not be trying to deceive that person, but yeah, 17. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. So yeah, you see that the person they pour your tea and they're kind of hanging out and, you know. Oh, cool. So I see these tokens there. But yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. They seem to be getting a little interested in what you guys are talking about now.
good.
I really do hope that the bag hasn't destroyed the Penacodic manuscripts of Zoriat. Because there's still so much I have to learn from it, you know? Because I've read all this
my
about,
head?
you know?
In my head, or in your head, I say you don't have to clear your throat every single time. Just talk normal. It makes it weird.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, there's so much I have to learn. Just the other day, I was reading this fascinating passage about the King of Dreams. And you know, how he relates to the Dreamlands and how all of that works.
Right.
It was quite fascinating, and I would very much like to learn more about those particular topics. Sadly, if the book is destroyed, I will, or I don't know, even taken from me maliciously, I wouldn't be able to learn anything more.
hmm I mean, you know, that is the nature of the beast, of course. But I mean, I don't know. Like this is something that we do, of course, have to try and figure out for ourselves.
Oh, good evening. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, Kavanin!
Yes.
pull up
Sorry,
pull
we're
up a
late.
chat. Let's see.
Oh, having a grand old chat, are we?
Make a wink roll.
Pulled up a chair, just
a good
hanging
meme?
out, just having a grand old time. I see.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Zazie will break the mind link with Lucian, establish it with Kavanin, and say in his head, just play along. Please, for the love of God, just play along.
God,
We're
alright,
luring Veer
alright.
out. Just
Okay.
thank you very much.
We all left in such a rush, and then you're just here. So
We have a plan.
All right, fine, okay.
Indra, can you please bring us more cups for tea for our new guests, please?
She gives a slight bow and then kind of goes into the chamber outside of your sitting room for a moment, shutting the door behind her.
All right. Yes. Rose. Just say whatever you need to say. Just out loud. We're really trying to pass along all information.
I'm not gonna be able to help much. My questions are best left to Zazie. I do have questions for you, though, when the opportunity arises.
I feel like we're not talking about the same thing.
Zomra and the ship have officially undocked and
Yeah.
risen into the sky above the city.
All
They
right.
have
Well,
urged us, of
good.
course, to
I
be
mean,
careful, and she misses you and is worried about you terribly.
well, my worry is that she's safe.
You may want to repeat that. Your microphone broke up.
Okay.
Your
Alright.
worry is that.
My worry, of course, is for her. But I do know that she is safe.
All right. Well,
The servant comes back in. Handing
Wow,
each of
sorry,
you a saucer with cups and pouring the tea from the kettle into each of your cups.
Delightful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
It doesn't appear to be drugs.
Well, friends, sorry we are late to the conversation. What have I missed?
Well,
Oh,
go ahead.
we were just discussing some things.
Yes. I randomly remembered that that I have that, and I point at the book, the 7 cryptical books of Hassan. I just kind of like, I don't know. I was sitting here and I was like, man, whatever happened to it? And I just, decided to look inside my bag, and there it was.
Now, the name rings a bell, of course, because of the, effort we went to get through to get that one and the other ones like it. But which one is that? What does that do? I really have no idea which one that is.
I
I
don't
haven't seen it in
remember.
years.
I plan on reading it either tonight or tomorrow. And perhaps I'll crack open the manuscripts as well.
Both in one night.
Why the hell not?
Perish the thought.
This is Zazie we're talking about.
No, really. I mean, that sounds probably dangerous or something, as I'm to understand.
Well, we know that the manuscripts are dangerous. We don't know whether this new one is as dangerous or even like the same level of inherent danger that the manuscripts pose.
I see. Again, what do the books of Hassan do? What's
DM, does
they
any one of us remember?
what are they rumored to do? at
You
least?
would probably need to do a little investigation because I don't
Oh,
think that you guys
hold on.
ever determined what it did. But give me just a moment.
DM,
Mhm.
can I use my
definitely opened the book.
librarian skill?
Your investigation that is specializing in library use. Yes.
Yes.
Let me go
Me-
grab a book real quick. But go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah, well-
check the trait wherever it is you gave it to me. Just gonna double check it.
While Zazie is doing that, I'm going to cast Divine Sense.
All right. What'd you roll?
I was trying to figure out what the exact
did not.
wording of the skill was. It's a 13.
Okay.
Eh,
Just bear with me for a moment. I'm gonna go into my Sandy Peterson Cthulhu Mythos' book here to see what it actually offers. Mythos texts.
I found uh the text of the feature you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And it says.
I gain the following benefits. I have advantage on intelligence arcana checks to identify eldritch magic and creatures, and to decipher obscure or ancient texts related to eldritch lore.
Okay. So you would have advantage.
It's still a 13.
Okay.
But it also has some other features that I need to put in.
Advantage on charisma checks with librarian attendance.
Close.
Okay. Ooh. The Shining Trapezohedron.
Trapezohedron.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Man, where the hell is this? Ah! The Cryptical Books of Hassan. So it's a 13. I'm not going to tell you all the things that it can do, because you do need a higher DC to use it.
How do you spell that?
Cryptical Books of HSAN.
Hassan. Oh, okay.
Can you give me a DC 15 spellcasting modifier? I guess it's intelligence for you, say, please.
Int save?
Yes.
Perfectly fine.
As you delve into here, 15. Oh,
That's the 15.
you just made it. Okay. So these are ancient scrolls penned by Hassan the Greater over 2,000 years ago. Each book has different topics containing discussions and instructions to execute spells and rituals related to that topic. But that's all the information I'm going to give you right now.
That's
Okay,
all I had too.
please repeat that.
Is that exactly what I wrote to you, Steve?
Yeah.
These are ancient scrolls penned by Hassan the Greater over 2,000 years ago. Each book has a different topic and contains discussions and instructions to execute spells and rituals related to that topic.
Okay. So it's a spell book.
It is many spell books. It is like a collection of scrolls.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
That last.
Well,
appears in the
Kavanen, to
notes.
answer your question, these are a
But it is one
collection of.
Yeah.
Wait, so then is it a collection of
It's a
scrolls
collection.
This-
put in one
Yep.
A
book?
collection of 7 books. It's one book, one tome.
Yep.
Okay, so it's one part of the 7.
No, it's all 7.
It is all.
What?
There's 7
Okay.
books in that
It's
It's a
an
book.
omnibus.
collected.
It's an omnibus.
It's an
Thank
omnibus.
you. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. This is essentially a massive spell book of old arcane eldritch spells.
Oh.
Nice.
Like there's like
Like-
7 individual books collected into this one. They're all about different subjects, all put together by Hassan the Greater.
Did
Lucian
Rose
holds out his hand.
get anything off
want my
of
book
her
back.
divine sense?
Roll a roll your spellcasting modifier.
Just a charisma check.
Yeah, I guess in your case it would be.
Thank you. 12.
No. The power is obscure. But as you delve into it, I need you to make a save as well.
Hmm.
All right. Well, what was so special, or rather, so greater about Hassan?
You're good. You're good. You're safe.
Well, the presence of Hassan the Greater implies the presence of
Hassan the Lesser.
Hassan the Lesser.
Well, I'd say he was
But I
better than
don't
at
know
least
what
one
either
person.
of them have done.
Is there like a Hassan the mediocre?
The middling.
I mean, with time and effort, I'm sure that you can become Hassan the Mediocre. If anybody can
Alright,
do
well
it,
then give me
I
my book
believe
back.
you can. Oh, are you sure I can't read it? I'm sure
I
I would
mean-
actually be able to use some of these spells.
I
I'm
mean, I'm
sure.
sure you can, but I can also do magic, and it would be pretty cool.
Okay, but is
if
the
I
kind
can
of
do
magic
some of
you do the
those
same as the
magic.
kind of magic described in this book?
Honestly, you know, I kind of, like I said, I like just kind of glanced at the book a few times. Didn't really truly understand it. Like it was just a bunch of, you know, symbols and numbers and letters and things of the sort. You know how spell books look. So, you know, it was more like a picture book, you know, for a while until I got that space one that I was really interested in. Sprocket actually took that from me. But yes, this one was just kind of more like, you know, read it for bed, but like more like just kind of scroll through and just look at pictures.
Okay, so you
And
didn't,
then-
you haven't actually learned, you know, spells
No.
from it.
So what
No,
I'll
I didn't
say,
even know there was
what I'll
spells
say
in
with this
books like
book is that the books are bound. Essentially, there's like a. Do you know how when you have a book, there's like sometimes they have that little like string attached to it that you can use a bookmark that's basically attached to the book itself.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
ribbon.
Yeah, the ribbon. So these books, there's 7 of them, and there is like a leather binding around the outside, and each of them, through the middle of the book, have a ribbon going through them. And you're able to open the book and pull the ribbon out, and then you can actually remove that, you know, basically a paperback, you know, of, you know, the tome to pull it out. But they're all kind of like bound by, you know, a bookmark ribbon. So you guys can break it up if you want to.
Right. So
I want number 7.
spells. You want to? Okay, you had them first. Fine, fair. But Zolzy can actually read them and learn from them.
Will you let me read through them to make sure it won't melt your mind and reduce you to a gibbering pile of mush?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
I do not need to hear about your bedroom habits.
No, I was talking about Haran.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyway,
I
we
regret
can-
everything I've ever said.
Whatever. So I don't want you to be alone when you're reading them. Where are you going to read them? Zolzy?
Probably just in my room. And we, like, as it casts a sneaky look back to the server, it's better for my concentration if I read alone.
If you're
But I
sure,
promise you
then
I'll be safe.
All right. You know what you're
Alright.
doing. How about that?
Do
what
you
you're
need the
doing?
word beforehand?
That would be very helpful, thank you.
Alright.
Well, that's that. We have a plan. What next for the evening?
Next, I want to know how you're getting letters from my dead brother, Lucian.
Oh,
That is a wonderful question.
right.
Anyone else? Questions, concerns,
Actually,
comments?
I mean, I have nothing to add on that topic other than that it also confounds me.
It is
I
very peculiar.
I too am rather confounded on the subject.
Well, do you still have the letter?
Perhaps.
I think you tucked it away.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
we checked it against the journal.
Oh
Matches.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
Rose would have had it last. That's right.
I handed it back to you, remember? Because you
Oh, did
wanted
you?
it back.
All right.
also,
don't
does
think-
the Cathalis family have, like, or at least your father, a sort of, unified signature, stationery set?
What?
If we check the letter against the, against paper available here, in the city, we can, like, further see if it's something that actually that could have come from the city from somebody who miraculously knows exactly how to impersonate Andre's handwriting, or if it's actually supernatural in nature.
So
Uh,
I mean, all right. So I see where you're coming from, but uh, but whoever if whoever wanted us dead, would have been the one to be impersonating this character. Um, I would imagine that would have said, you know, hey, you're safe. Um, you know, stay right there. But it, you know, it told us to get out.
the only other
So-
person.
So this Andre seems to have known what was going on, and had the ability to warn us right in time. Perhaps it's something you just need to speak with Andre about, honestly. Lucian, you know, with the tea thing.
You know, I was kind of hoping that you were talking to Rose.
I mean,
He invaded your, you know, thing.
True, true. I mean, you know, we are, for whatever reason, we do seem getting along a lot better than our first meeting. However, I'm not entirely sure that it's that simple, really.
I could try reaching out.
Mhm.
He is my brother. It's not like this is the first time I'd be talking to him.
That's right. I should mention, I don't believe I told you all yet. It feels, you know, this whole thing feels like it's going over the course of like 3 months or something. It's only been a few days. But he did inform me that the Andre that you have been talking to is not him.
You've been speaking with an Andre.
I mean,
Oh, that's right. Yes, she's been talking to. Sorry.
he's not wrong. I think. Kind of started hallucinating him right after Grimvor died.
This is the first time you've thought to bring this up to anybody?
I did bring it up to him and Sharn. to be fair, because I wanted to make sure I was going crazy. Because if I wasn't going crazy, which seems like the case may be, then that would be concerning. Me having minor psychoses, not concerning. What makes you think this
I
Andre
mean,
that I'm
it is
talking to?
concerning for your well-being.
My well-being can be put aside for brief periods of time to focus on bigger shit. What
Or at least
makes
for the
you
period of time of this conversation. So, real Andre, fake Andre, who's who?
what makes you what makes him say ah
Well, presumably,
brain?
assuming that Lucian's Andre is in fact real, he would know that if he's
That
not,
he's
well,
not
one, he
talking
has
to
to
you.
know that there's an Andre speaking to you, which is one thing, and he knows that it's not him.
He would actually know firsthand that he's.
This is
How did he know one was
fair.
speaking to you?
I don't know. Gods. Right, maybe I am going crazy and I've fallen asleep.
Oh,
I
wait,
just-
sorry. Did Lucian, did your Andre imply that the Andre Rose was talking to was just a hallucination, or that it was actually something else speaking to Rose in the form of Andre?
You know, that is actually something that I never. Like he told me, yeah, that's not me. But I never thought to like think, to say, hey, well, who is it? You know,
Because
that's
when you just when you just told her and us that he wasn't, that your Andre said that her Andre wasn't real, I had assumed that that meant her Andre was someone else. But now I realize Rose might have just been, you know, a little too
Hallucinating?
stressed and hallucinating for real.
mhm.
Or I don't know. Drugs mess Lucina up. One of the two's going on.
I think I was able to handle my drugs rather well, actually.
I mean, yes, you definitely saw something. We all saw something. What did he say to you?
So much. I mean, it was more, like his messages were, to be honest, were more like for me, but it was kind of like a passing note, like, oh, by the way, my sister is not talking to me. Put a stop to that shite now, something along those lines.
Did any of you see Katara while you were on the ship?
Oh,
I couldn't find her.
that's swift changes.
Do you want to? Could you ask Daisy to try and find her?
I probably could. I mean, I think she and Daisy know each other rather well, so. I get so distracted. I should really spend more time with that cat.
She's a great cat.
She is. I won't summon her here now. I'll wait a bit.
Aw.
Not just in front of anyone. Be careful with that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm only a little bit disappointed.
The servant seems to be picking up on the vibes a little bit and kind of sees herself out of the room.
Damn, without being dismissed? That's rude.
She's got
She was
No
dismissed.
meals for a
she's
week.
got good insight, you know.
No, no meals for a week. I said what I
Don't be so harsh.
said.
Not expecting the servant to just leave, and also not really knowing if it really mattered anyway. Yeah, Yolanda will focus for a moment and summon Daisy. Ah, hello.
Daisy.
There's like
I will
a
say to
spot
her telepathically.
in the bookcase that there's like a shadowy spot, and Daisy's head and like one of the paws just pops out.
Speaking telepathically to her, of course, so that we can understand one another. Yeah. Ah, hello. Apologies for the silence. A lot of distractions. I hope you're well.
Yeah, I was just taking a nap.
Right. What have you been up to?
Oh, so much. How much time do you have?
Not much right now, unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you later then.
All right. Have you spoken to Gitara lately?
Yeah. Yep.
Lately, as in Eberron time. Lately, not Dreamlands lately.
Need to do the math, I guess. It was, I don't know, a couple of days ago? Probably I don't know, a few minutes ago, maybe an hour ago, your time?
Ah, all right. Do you recall if she was well, or if she said what business she was to be up to?
I do. Yes, I do recall.
All right. Great. Okay, first off, is she well?
She's fine, and she's very busy.
Oh, aren't we all? And did she? And what is it that she said she would be doing, if you are allowed to tell me?
She kind of squirms out between the books and plops down on the floor and walks over to Zazie. Just kind of sits down, like on Zazie's foot.
Zazie will like kind of try and pick her up.
She lets you. She's doing stuff, you know, getting ready for things. She looks around the room at everybody.
They can't actually understand you if that's a concern.
I know. She's getting ready for whatever it is that you guys are about to do. Just getting some stuff, you know? You guys are going to need stuff, and she's getting the stuff you're going to need.
Okay, well, I mean,
You know, Deus Ex,
I do like it.
Gatera.
yes. Well, I mean, I do like the sound of that, I suppose. So I won't pry.
It's probably best you
May I
don't.
tell them? Yeah. May I tell them that Kitara is
Yeah,
off
that's
out
fine.
and about playing
I didn't really
tennis?
tell you
Fine.
anything anyway. Tell him.
I know, but still. Maybe she wants it to be a pleasant surprise.
She does, but I told you more than I was supposed to anyway.
Is she in the Dreamlands? I couldn't find her anywhere.
I mean, I think your powers of deductive reasoning could lead you to the right conclusion.
You did say you spoke to her days ago, but well, anyway, all right. Okay. Oh, sorry, everyone. Daisy says Katara is out and about, preparing to help us with whatever it is we're about to do. She's just taking precautions for our benefit.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. So I think I know what my plan is. From here.
I have no idea what my plan
What is
I
it?
think-
Once I get you warded, I'm gonna go find one of the priests I was talking to when during the wake. Grab myself another serving of that tea, or unless there's something left of whatever Lucian brought back.
Oh, there's
And-
still plenty.
Alright, then I don't have to go anywhere. Then I'm gonna go see what answers I can find.
So you want to take the mushroom tea and attempt to summon Andre?
Andre or whatever I've been talking to.
Yeah, true.
If it is a hallucination, I won't get anything. If it's not, then I get answers.
I mean, I would recommend that you just go straight for Andre and, you know, cut out the middleman, if you will.
Well, if he doesn't want to talk to me, no.
Oh, why not? I mean, you know, he did, you know, offer his best. You know, tell my sister I said I love her, you know, all that. I think I did tell you that. Unless, you know, I mean, we have been through quite a lot, over there. For a while, so it is possible that I forgot to tell you what he said, but yeah.
No, this is the first time we've talked
Mhm.
about anything. After the first initial round of dreams.
Just to throw that in there, Lucian, that was all he did say to tell her. But he did give you a little bit of insight on why he chose you to communicate with. You know, I think you probably remember that.
I don't.
The reason is because you killed him.
Oh yeah.
So your link to him in the you know, the world of the dead was the strongest, which is why he sought you out, because you were the easiest to link to, because you were the one that literally
Right.
took his life.
Right. Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, I'll keep that to myself.
Okay. If honestly, one of the next things I want to do is to finally fucking sleep.
That does sound really excellent.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Hopefully, one can actually do so safely. You know.
I will say
Ooh.
this.
Go ahead. Sorry.
If our plan worked correctly, I would recommend that you, you prepare yourself, because, you know, word travels fast, and you could expect a visit like tonight.
That was going to be my next comment. Was how much time do we need to give that sort of thing to, you know, gestate, sort of rumor, to spread properly? Do I need to, pose as a member of your staff?
I mean, it could be wise. I was just going to attempt to. Yeah.
In order to, I should clarify. Apologies. In order to keep tabs on this rumor going around, see if it's even working, if anyone cares.
That could work. That could work. But I mean, I, as I was about to say, like, I am going to attempt to to get some rest sooner than later. You know, get into a trance, so that I can be at least at my full potential sooner than later. And possibly keep watch over Zelzy.
Well, I mean, I'm not really doing anything or risking anything until I'm worth a shit. It really won't be, you know, just in case things get bad, until after I rest.
I think I'm gonna spend the time you're in a trance getting those answers I'm after.
Zazie, I guess, you know, do whatever reading you're going to do, but I mean, I
Oh, I'm
would
not going to do
definitely.
any actual reading.
Uh,
Not yet. Not until we're out of this situation. I am also going to take a nap.
no, yeah, no, I just feel like, you know, all of us being at our full potential, you know, resting, trying to shake whatever injuries we sustained, you know, would be to our best interest.
Right. Well, I'm going to get on that. I would suggest that we, you know, all do that very soon.
Yes.
I'm going to bed.
All right.
Do I just put this anywhere? Here. He hands the saucer and teacup to Lucian.
Oh, good idea. Zazie will do the same.
Holding 3 saucers now.
Make
Rise,
a
rise.
make a server roll for me.
So like a dexterity check, save.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have proficiency with serving tools.
Do
You
I
would be
look
caught
like
dead
I
with proficiency as a
serve?
server. How dare you?
Yeah, no, I mean, you want acrobatics?
No, I'm
Give me
just
that.
kidding. You're fine. You hold
And I'm
them.
spinning.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, you know, there's jingling. Ah, yeah, acrobatics. You're like Spider-Man.
When he catches all the stuff on that lunch tray.
Yeah, exactly. Toot, 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 toot.
Okay,
Alright,
Spider-Man.
Gavanin leaves. Go to bed. Stands up, looking exhausted. Dragging his feet. You know.
Zazie will follow him.
Rose will take one of the empty cups from Lucian and place it on the sideboard nearest the door. Well, both her cup and the empty one. You should probably put the rest with us. We can either hand it to her in the morning or they'll come in and get it. I don't know how your servants work.
Someone will come and get it. Yeah. Carlisle used to have a saying that there's always a person for that. He was one of those people. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, here it's kind of true. But yeah. So yes, someone will come and get it. um. I hope that you're able to contact your brother, Rose.
Yes, I'm here. Where are you posting up? And I won't go too far from that.
I think I'm going to stay here for now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how if you know how trancing works, but I'm not exactly sleeping. Not exactly awake. So, I can just kind of sit in a meditation pose right here in this extremely comfy chair. And, just kind of, relax.
And player question, they were pre-rolls, right? Essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, then, I've always detested smoking, but can't be exactly choosing right now. Wish me luck.
Oh yes, good luck. It's strong. It's stronger than the tea. But it's it's right here. He like picks up the box that's like for some reason still inside of it. He like looks inside to see the stash, sees that there's a pre-roll missing. Probably one of the servants like got to it, thought that I wouldn't notice.
No, it's what's his face, the lawyer, Felt.
No. Oh yeah, felt.
Yeah, who is strangely enough not here.
Yeah, it hasn't been seen for a while.
I forget he exists.
This is a fireplace, by the way. It doesn't look like it, but it is. There's a staircase going up to Lucian's fireplace.
Eldritch spider fireplace.
Yeah.
Rose is gonna settle in one of the chairs that is strangely on the layer above her. So she's gonna move on top of it. And, light up and take a nice big hit.
Kavanen's right here in front of the spider table with the cupcakes on it.
Are these cupcakes?
Sure.
What the fuck? They're candles. Oh, red candles. Sorry. Mm-mm.
Yeah, the spider decor just does it.
Yeah. Zazi's sword's in this room. It's on the table right there. the freaking crystal sword.
She's just kind of sitting there.
Rose might even just settle on the floor. Might be easier.
That's yeah. I mean that's what we're doing.
Everyone's settling either into a long rest or a very interesting night.
Yeah, Rose, you you go. You go off into the zone.
Any more details, or is that something we're gonna work on?
Yeah,
Over the week.
we're not gonna do that right now. Are you kidding me? My God. Whew. That's just heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Felt's gone. Let's flash over to the other two. Kovanen seems to be hanging out on the coffee table, eating Eldritch
It's a pillow
cupcakes.
on the floor for lounging.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Zazie just immediately crawls into bed,
I don't think
only bothering to kick her shoes off once she's under the covers.
Oops.
I
Almost
don't
forgot.
think I have anything else for you, man. He goes to bed too. Crawls right in there.
All right. Pillows. There you go.
Going to?
There you go. Yeah, pillows on the floor. Hang out on.
Those look like raviolis.
Ooh, I love ravioli
Oh,
pillows.
now I'm hungry.
They're tricolored. They're tricolored ravioli pillows. Tricolored ravioli pillows. Oh, that sounds hungry. All right, cool.
Hey, honey, if you're listening, I know what I want for dinner later this week.
Mmm.
Steve's half Italian.
All right. So okay, everybody gets a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Hell girl.
I think you guys get a level too.
What?
Nice.
And a long rest can be achieved by simply pressing rest button on your D&D Beyond character.
Does it replenish my spell slots for me?
Absolutely, it does.
It does. It does replenish your spell
Yes.
slots for you. Love D&D
Small
Beyond.
disclaimer: we are not in any way sponsored by D&D Beyond.
Not
We do not
yet.
endorse its products, its mission statements, or anything that they say.
Yeah,
Those pricks.
Not
Yeah.
yet, but we'd like to be.
we're not
So
going
please,
to be.
if you see this podcast, please feel free to think about the little people, really, because we extend our hand and love to you.
We extend.
Please.
We open our
Give us
palm. To,
money.
we open our palm to you, in begging. We're not above asking for help.
For a handout.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you guys each get a long rest. Rose, we will cover your endeavors between now and next week.
Sweet.
But I think I want everybody to roll a d10 while you sleep.
Oh, shit.
Okay. 7.
5.
4.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Nice. Steve, you have the best sleep you've had in a long time. Or Lucian, I guess I should say. And there is nothing to report. Everything goes just A-okay. Just fine. Just fine.
Okay. Do we? Are you fucking with me, or like, do we get a level?
No, you guys get a level.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's sweet.
Let's go.
7th level of wizard. I get hella spells.
Hella Spella. So I want to give you guys a little bit of downtime in the city to give you guys an opportunity to spend some money, to pick up some things, maybe to
Hold up.
look over books.
Hold up.
I'm holding.
There's a thing called Arcane Gunslinger? What's a Arcane Gunslinger, sir?
Dude, it's a homebrew
just-
I'm working on. You don't need to go into that.
What? But hold up. I was gonna go Arcane Archer. I would gladly, test out that Arcane Gunslinger.
Arcane Gunslinger is literally just Arcane Archer. It's the same thing. I was trying to make it a different class out of it. So if you're going to go Arcane Archer, do it. But remember, your bolt guns or bolters, it's all that shit.
I mean, duh. That was.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. I think we'll probably close out the feed and just do some levels off the air and discuss downtime activities and give you guys just a little bit of before things go into 11. And I don't mean 11 o'clock.
Turn it up to 11.
So I guess let's say goodnight to everybody on the internet. All 2 of them.
Good night
to
to
everybody
everybody
on
on
Oh,
the
three.
internet.
3. We went up to 3.
Three.
Say
Three.
say
One
say.
of them, three.
Oh, say it again.
Say it again.
Good night to everyone on the
Everyone on
internet.
the
Yeah,
Everyone
Good
on
say-
night to everyone on